Alright guys, Bielemir, we're back with more The Witcher 3, Blood and Wine. We just killed the Bruca? Something like that. So now I gotta do this.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Okay.
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Elfguardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
Okay.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
Okay.
Third hand. A spare. Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Okay.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Alright, so now what? Okay, so we'll leave. Yeah, that battle with the thing, the succubus thing, that was a lot easier than I remembered. I had a lot of trouble with that, I believe, the first time I did it, but yeah, this time it was pretty simple. Where are we going? Okay. Yeah, I was reading more of the wiki and stuff. And yeah, because I kind of just want to know what happens in the books. Like, because I've never read the books. To be honest, I haven't played The Witcher 1 2 either, which I would like to do at some point. But even though I have watched a Let's Play of The Witcher 1, so whatever. But I still would like to know, like, because I want to know more about this world, because I think The Witcher 3, again, does a brilliant job of world building and having a great sense of continuity between all of its forms of media, to the point where I want to know more about the story, and I'll probably go ahead and actually read some plot summaries and stuff later on about the books, because to be honest, I know like little things that happen in the books, but I don't know too much. Who am I trying to talk to? This guy. Okay.
Need to speak to the Duchess urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
No.
Much as we might not like it, virtue's got nothing to do with it. Victory goes to the stronger.
So, is there no point to being virtuous?
Not what I said.
Then what's needed to
No,
fight
there's
the
no point.
villains?
A sharp sword and some skill.
But what if there's lots of villains and they've sharp swords too? And lots of skill.
That's where virtue starts to matter. As they say, the gods reward the virtuous after death.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Knight and Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As we'll soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down.
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Okay, Oh.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I didn't know that. So Geralt doesn't meet Yennefer until like he meets Yennefer within the Last Wish book, that was just a collection of short stories. But I didn't I thought he met Yennefer before the books even started. But I guess not.
Victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling.
So we're gonna have to fight it.
Damn it.
I guess he meets Ciri in the first book too, for first time.
We have to help him.
Really? So that's how. Oh, alright, we're gonna have to fight this, but so that's how Ciri gets under the that's how Ciri becomes the adopted daughter of Geralt. I guess is because he saved Enfyr, whatever his name is, the Emperor in the past. And then the rule of oh, you have to give up your firstborn child, sort of thing. That's how all that stuff happened. Alright, I forgot how are we supposed to do this boss battle. I know there's a trick to it. I forgot what it is. Okay, well, we're almost. Holy shit.
Its plans confirmed. Out,
Now, what is the trick to it? Is it that? Yeah, it's making him crash into things, right? Damn it. I think we were supposed to attack it during that, but well. Oh, fuck. Okay, I was not expecting. Yeah. I was expecting him to roll at us. Okay, well, fuck. Alright, we fucked it up. That's entirely my fault. I fucked that up really bad. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. That's cool too. That I'm reading like the plot summaries of the first book, the first like collection of short stories, and it's like a lot of the places that we go to here in The Witcher 3 are mentioned like there, like Skellige is mentioned, Novigrad, all these other places. So it's really cool that these like it's essentially like they were able to bring the book to life here. Can we load already? Goddamn. Any time now? Okay.
Gotta keep it down. Can only tell where we are.
Alas, for Nightling, the beast he found earth, let loose the roar and knocked him to earth. How came the Witcher in one mighty bound? Give fight to the beast, its plans
Shit.
confound. Out, out! Thus the Witcher's life
There we go.
snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
Okay.
The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the Witcher shall triumph against all odds. The Witcher
Come on.
waited till the tide was true, then
Attack me,
time's
fucker.
dance, then spun, struck the monster like fool.
Okay. Shit. I got the copy there, I guess. Okay, well, fuck. There we go. There we did it. Cool. Oh, never. I guess it's actually her mom that Geralt saves. Is Pavetta, who is Ciri's mom, is the one that he actually saves. Not Emfir. But either way.
Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
See, I mean, I guess Ciri's not even born at this point. She's pregnant at this point. I mean, Pavetta is pregnant with Ciri at this point of the story. I mean, of the which one was it? A Question of Price story? Again, I'm like slowly reading through the plot summary. Spare it. We're not gonna kill it. I feel too bad to kill it.
Threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Okay. And now I'm reading The Edge of the World, which is where Geralt and Dandelion go on their first adventure, supposedly. Yeah, I'm just reading the plot summary.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent.
Oh, I forgot about her too. That's a side quest though, right? The stuff with the girl that he's in love with.
Geralt. We must...
Like it turns out she's a bird or whatever.
Vivian.
You shall talk later in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Okay, alright.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Okay.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
Yeah, I'm like reading how Yennefer and Geralt meet. I guess Geralt needs her help with the djinn or whatever. So then he finds her house, enters her house, climbs the staircase, sees her sleeping in her bedchamber and wakes her up. And then she asks him to leave. Geralt is able to convince Yennefer to help Dandelion. Oh yeah, that's what it is, that he needs help getting Dandelion out and back or whatever. But whatever. Right after a bath, while Yennefer takes a bath, Geralt is amazed by her beauty. I'm also realized this is probably a spell, as most girls who become sorceresses are ugly or malformed by nature, which is true with Yennefer. Okay, wait, we're just going to
I
continue.
examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have
No,
found
whatever.
something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some
She
time
enslaves
past.
him too? Okay,
Definitively.
this is just weird.
Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention.
Usually we just ask for gold.
The response we expected. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to
Yeah, I
you.
do like getting the
Surely you'll need lodgings
that
while you
vineyard.
hunt.
It's
The
cool that
coin,
we get the
however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
we get a place that we can remodel and everything. I remodeled it fully in my original playthrough. Here, we're not even going to bother with it, but it's still
Is it
cool.
now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
I don't care.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
Yeah, I believe
In
because
the
the
city, there
the
are
reason it's
certain
called The
laws.
Last Wish,
No one
the book.
ventures there.
I'm not even done reading the summary yet, but I believe it's because
Was found in such place.
that was his
With
last
the
wish
first
to the
murder,
djinn, because they got a
great
genie.
city.
They
Its
like
inhabitants
obviously you get 3 wishes. That was his
kept to
last
safe
wish, I
areas.
believe, or that was the last wish, was to
Consequently, news
make
of the
Yennefer
second
fall in love
didn't
with him or
came to us
something to
from a
that
group of
nature.
concerned
And then obviously that's why the mission where
Criminals fear the beast.
you get rid of that wish's spell in the Witcher 3 main game, the side quest is called The Last Wish,
Do you
because
believe me, an
obviously it's a
amateur?
reference to the book
Not
or the
hands,
story
but
where
claws killed
that
the
actually
wrong
happens. And
The wound was deep.
yeah, in The Witcher 3 you break that spell and it turns out they still love each other, so yay.
A pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon de Lac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
Okay.
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies.
So yeah, it looks like Ciri isn't actually in the first book.
Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till
She's
death.
just, her
How'd
mom
he
is,
die?
though.
Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast
Okay.
when
So yeah, I
suddenly
finished reading the
one
plot
of his
summary of the
fellow
first book.
feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later.
Which actually isn't the first book, I guess. I guess it was technically the second book, but it takes place first, though.
Hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Okay.
So, first 2 victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinch.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Okay.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point.
What a shame.
From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Okay.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by
What time is it anyway?
shoved
Okay,
down
it's a little bit
throat.
past 1.
It seems to fit true.
So yeah, I'll probably record 3
Can't
more
discount
parts
the theory
today.
if it's on the lips
Saying
of
we're
everyone in
towards the end of
town.
this one.
Say our reasoning's right.
Maybe 4.
Next
I don't know.
order
We'll
will
see.
be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunts shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years, the famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed the knightly team. It was years ago, but...
Okay.
Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
Is this the end of the Beast of Toussaint mission? I don't remember anymore. I think it is. So I think this starts the next one. Where we ride with her to wherever we go.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Okay. Okay, loading, how lovely. That's what everyone wants. Okay, where are we going?
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Oh, it is still the Beast of Toussaint? Shit. Thought it was the end of it. Alright, guess I'm wrong. No place like home. Oh, that's a side quest, isn't it? Okay. Because I know we did that quest in the thing, but I think that's the side quest that is to renovate. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. I was initially saying re-renovate, which that's definitely not right. To renovate the place that we get. Okay.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
We need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break them.
There we go. I will probably end the episode after this cutscene.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
I'm reading about the story of Dudu now. Oh, it's this thing. Shit.
Catch it.
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It turns around over there, look.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
It'll be cool if they. I don't think this will ever happen, honestly. But they remade the books as a game.
All clear?
Like the storylines from the books as games. Like, that'll be cool. It'll never happen, but still. Okay. So we will do this in the next episode. Next episode we'll continue on. But for now, I guess, thank you for watching.